Alright, the book I'm reading to you today, it's going to be a little different one. This one's called Baloney, Henry P. Alright. Last Tuesday morning at 8:35 a.m., Henry P. Baloney was finally late for his class once too often. "That's it," said Miss Bookshuffle. "Permanent lifelong detention unless you have a very good and very believable excuse." "Well, I would have been here exactly on time," said Henry, "but I misplaced my trusty Zimulus. Then I found it on my desky, but someone had put my desky in a Tareku. The Tareku drove me right here to Szkola, but then it drove right past. I grabbed my Zimulus and jumped out, but I jumped right smack into the middle of a Razoo lunch pad. I used my Zimulus to pop open the escape portal, but it turned out to be a portal into the next Razoo blasting off. I jammed the Razoo controls with my Zimulus so I could land behind the Szkola and still be on time, but I jammed the wrong Batuna and ended up on one of the planets, on the planet Astros. I entertained the Astro guys with my very funny Pixas, but they decided my Pixas and I would be entertaining to eat. I changed their minds with my geodrams and calculations so fantastic they crowned me Konigas of the whole planet. But I forgot the asterisk word for thank you and accidentally used the word for doof brain. I fooled their plan to disintegrate me by plugging up their blasters with my Zimulus, but they made a new plan to send me back in a singing flosser to frescate our Szkola. I erased the singing flosser fricassee instructions, but I also erased the same flosser portal lock and fell out. I dropped like a Uyak. I was only there for 3 seconds. I was only 3 seconds away from Zerplatizing all over the Splilplats. Not even my trusty Zimulus could save me. "So what did you do?" said Miss Bookshuffle. "How could you possibly save yourself?" I suddenly remembered that falling bodies obey the law of gravity. And I thought, and I haven't learned the law of gravity yet, so I stopped and came to Szkola. All of which made me exactly 7 minutes late this Amu. "Henry P. Baloney," said Miss Bookshuffle, "that's unbelievable, but today's assignment is to compose a tall tale, so why don't you sit down and get started writing?" "I'd love to," said Henry, "but I seem to have misplaced my Zimulus." Alright, this transmission was received directly from deep space. Once the signals were decoded, it became clear that this was a story about a life form similar to many Earthlings. Even more amazing that the discovery was the story was written in a combination of many different Earth languages, including Latvian, Swahili, Finnish, Esperanto, and Inuktitut. Who knows why? So just so y'all know, the word Amu is Finnish for morning. Asterisks is Latin for unlucky. Blasa is Uberic for ray gun, Butina is Maltese for button. Calculations is transposition for calculations. Deski is Swahili for desk. Fracassi is French for shatter. Geodrums is transposition for diagrams. Kunigas is Estonian for king. Pixa was Melanesian pidgin for picture. Porto is Esperanto for door. Razzo is Italian for rocket. Sign flosser is Spoonerism for flying saucer. Speelplaats is Dutch for playground. Szkola is Polish for school. Turaku is Japanese for truck. Twerf was Welsh for noise. Uyarak is Inuktitut for stone. Zerplatzen is German for splattering. And Zimulus is Latvian for pencil. Don't worry, I'm as confused as y'all was in that book, but I kind of get the picture of it and I liked it. Alright, keep looking out for more books from me, okay? Love y'all. Bye.